And now you'll have some people who are not Christian, where they'll say that life is about sharing and caring for people and helping other people. Those are good qualities. Just because you have those good qualities doesn't mean that you don't have sin, and it doesn't mean that you've been delivered by Jesus Christ. But the main thing I wanted to do was talk about the importance of who we are as Christians, but also who we are as it relates to our humanity. Because what I'm starting to realize is your interpretation of humanity comes from your interpretation of yourself or what other people have taught you about yourself. So if I see human beings as dirty, wretched, evil people, it's either because I see myself as that, or someone has taught me that teaching and I've internalized it. And in fairness, there are some people that are out there that are have a lot of problems, and all of us, every human being, we all have sin. But I think where I'm going from a different perspective is that sin is a thing that stops us from having connection and relationship with God. If we don't have connection and relationship with God, we're not going to go anywhere spiritually. So it's vitally important for us to be connected to Jesus, because Jesus is the one that delivers us from sin. But where I think the thought process is incorrect is everybody is immoral and wants to do evil and will steal from you and will kill you and will harm you if they're not a Christian. And that's not true. And then the other side of it that's very difficult for us to understand is that not every Christian who confesses and says that they love Jesus will not harm you, kill you, or injure you. Like, there's some people who will say that Jesus Christ is Lord and they'll hurt you. But at the end of the day, I think that if you were to examine the thought process of a person who says they're Christian but they do evil things, ask them what they think about people, how they perceive people. And they'll say things like this to you: everybody's out for themselves. This is a Christian person. They'll say that everybody's looking out for number one. And they'll say a lot of negative things, and they're saying that about other people. But when crisis comes, that's how some Christians behave. And now you'll have some people who are not Christian, where they'll say that life is about sharing and caring for people and helping other people. Those are good qualities. Just because you have those good qualities doesn't mean that you don't have sin, and it doesn't mean that you've been delivered by Jesus Christ. All it means is that you are operating in what you were supposed to be as a human being. As human beings, if we don't allow sin to lead us and to guide us, we will do things correctly. We'll treat people right. And some people treat people right just because they recognize it's the right thing to do. Some people treat people right because it gives them advantage and people will like them more. Some people treat people right just because their parents taught them how to do that. And sometimes their parents were Christian and sometimes their parents weren't. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because the way that you view people impacts the way that you view yourself and how you practice Christianity.